Why? Why did you lie to us, Kinugasa? I can't forgive you. You told us we'd get more Yori in the second year. But here we are, reaching the end of the second year, and we barely got any Yori since. Well, the second year is still not over, but given the recent events regarding Ichinose, I think it's unlikely that the focus will shift. However, there is still a light at the end of the tunnel. RYUEN tactics are slowly getting less effective, and most students and leaders already expect him to do something fishy. This might be the best time to start using characters like Hiyori that are a complete mystery, and hold the element of surprise to catch Class A off guard at the end of the year exam. This exam will be the most important exam to date for Class C and D, because it will dictate if they still got a chance to reach Class A or not. Anyways, our best bookworm has been slowly forgotten due to having barely any screen time in the first and the second year. The scenes she usually gets are interesting. Well, when Kino is not trying to add her to the Gigachad Kyo harem. Yeah, you guys know, every girl needs to fall for Kiyotaka. Poor Sato. Hiyori's first appearance is back in Volume 6. Given her insane intuition skill, she helps Ryuen in the search for the mastermind behind Class D. Unlike Ibuki and Ishizaki, she's not treated like an underling by Ryuen. He actually talks with her with some degree of respect. She is even admired by her whole class, even Ibuki, who tends to be annoyed by everyone, has troubles rejecting Hiyori requests. Respect from Ryuen is no easy feat. He might acknowledge other people's skills, but he barely respects anyone, especially if they are weaker than him. He also trusts Hiyori's judgment, although he still prioritizes his own views and plans. It's in the library that she and Kiyotaka become friends. Honestly, I don't even know if Kyu considers anyone as a friend. She treasures his friendship a lot, because he's the only person she can talk about her love for books. However, she's also a brutally honest person, and questions everything she's interested in. For instance, in volume 11.5, she has a date with Kiyotaka, where she asks him if he is the person that changed Ryuen. She tells him her thought process for reaching that conclusion, and says that she is aware their relationship might worsen because of that, but she still had to ask given her nature. To this, Kiyotaka reacts with surprise. He was not expecting a girl like Hiyori, who probably led a normal life unlike him, in the right room, having thoughts so similar to his. He even starts having doubts about her, and ends up saying, in his monologue, that if Yori is able to control Ryuen, Ibuki and Ishizaki, she would become a worthy opponent. Of course, if she can control Ryuen, she'll be an insane individual. But the interesting part here is that Kyo believes Hiyori can control him, which might mean if Hiyori stops being a pacifist, she'll probably be stronger than Ryuen. Another thing we can take from Kiyotaka's monologue is that Hiyori might be a genius, as the likes of Sakayanagi, because having a thought process or ideas similar to the White Room masterpiece Giga Chat Kiyotaka means you are at the very least incredibly smart. To further support this theory of Hiyori taking control over her class, back in Year 1 Volume 4 at the Zodiac exam, class leaders were supposed to be assigned to the Dragon Group. Let's focus on the reason why this exam is important. In a conversation between the teachers, Shabashira questions Chie on why she didn't put Ichinose in the Dragon Group. But that's not the interesting part. Sakagami-sensei from Ryuen class made a questionable decision by putting Ryuen in the Dragon Group when there was a person more suitable for the job. Honestly, the only person that comes to mind is Hiyori. I mean, Kaneda is smart and all, but for the most part he's irrelevant and lacks in other departments. We know we can trust his information because although a teacher might not know a student background, they got special information about them. For instance, Shabashira knew Kiyotaka was special, but she didn't know about the White Room and his actual skills. This makes me wonder, how was Hiyori life? Did she lead a normal life, or do you think she had a traumatic past? Comment down below with your opinion. Anyways, we can see how amazing Yori could be, and the amazing potential she has. However, since she dislikes fighting other classes, she is usually disregarded as a threat by the fandom. In order for her to start fighting, she would need a trigger like Ichinose in Volume 9. Speaking of Ichinose, they are both very similar characters, and are actually great friends. I have a theory. Well, just maybe a thought, since there is no basis for this. But what if Ichinose gets expelled? I know, crazy, but hear me out. We know that Ichinose is starting to develop some type of obsession towards kiyotaka. And we know when we lose sight of ourselves, bad things tend to happen, and in Classroom of the Elite, that would be being expelled. Take Yagami as an example. He was super smart and strong, yet had a tragic end because he became obsessed with winning against Kiyotaka. To be fair to Ichinose, she doesn't even need to be expelled. Let's say Kyo breaks her. That might lead Hiyori to take action. Even if she treasures her friendship with Kiyotaka, it wouldn't be the first time she confronts him, even knowing their friendship might end. This is not to say Hiyori has any chance of defeating Kiyotaka, but it would be interesting to see Hiyori trying her hardest to achieve something. However, as I said in the beginning, this is a baseless theory with very low credibility. What do you think about Hiyori? Do you think she'll lead Class D? And how do you think she would fare against the other leaders? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.
I'll go even faster.
Anyways, thanks for watching and see you guys next time.